They're going to lock that one away.
I feel like he didn't have to play Cassante in this comp, but he seems to really like the champion right now. It's very strong, but could have looked for a stronger side lane option instead here, because Twisted Fate and the 1-3-1 setup here for KT is so good right now. Like, Cassante's moments, our observers didn't miss a single one of them, and notice they never looked up here. Or never any tense moments up here. But besides up here, there was some tense moments everywhere, but I think it was well handled. Ooh,
strike. Bit of value as Liiv Strike comes in. There's the ult. There's the flash!
The extra stats from this, we know it's not going to be an ocean. Stun makes it really easy to gank the Akali. Speaking of...
Yeah, Cuz is going to come on forward. There's the gold card to connect. Kill. Oh, perfect execution was pretty good as Cuz now trying to lock down this kill. The Jax is making his way in, but the Glacial Prison is there.
So big on Caitlyn that you forget that you're in turret range.
Oh dear. Okay, yeah, Closer going to be able to make it. Done by the Akali. Even up that kill score as now Will is making his way in. Winter's Wrath, double value. You love to see it. Permafrost does come through now as Aiming's in trouble. Envy, the last auto is going to do it. Cleanse Flash gets himself out of there as now Lahen's trying to get more back. Envy's so incredibly low as the final spark comes in and the minions! Yes, is what you're saying.
Yes, technically he zoned him into the minions.
All right.
As BDD's got this whole cannon wave here, and he agrees to stay for it. And he just gets punished here by Closer, who hides his positioning with the Shroud and just knows a lot of talent. You do need to have a leader, and maybe that's not close.
Steal the Chemtech Drake. Redemption.
SANDBOX in the next few moments as Closer.
Yeah, teleport's going to come forward. Perfect execution immediately. Cease and desist comes in. The stun is going to come down, though, and now the perfect execution comes through. Closer trying to get out of there as, oh my goodness, Kane just gets obliterated. That is a decent snare as Losing Singularity actually slows
a little bit too fast. Gets out, so they gain nothing.
Bertle is dead.
Okay. There we go. It's going to get stronger in the coming moments, so he can be a big threat in these fights too, and Liiv SANDBOX needs those team fights to be theirs because, yeah.
Oh wow,
it was just 9-0. After this, depending on how the next few fights go, KT can close out, use their win conditions. Speaking of which, KT...
All right, True Shot Barrage gets a heck of a lot of value. Everyone's just thrown away from this pit. I think Will is going to be able to lock it down. Oh, okay. Well, if Cuz can't get the smites, you rely on Lahen's.
Switched on, and they are completely zoned out. So, luckily, they miracle steal the Ash or anything like that.
You miss every shot you don't take and stuff like that. You know? It's going to be used as they dive on top of the Karma. He's just Cuz, just in there. On top, utilizing the Destiny very nicely in this moment. As Baron has just spawned, maybe that's an opportunity, as now Closer is just going to get picked off. Lahen's gets another one as Envy is fighting, aiming, but Lahen's comes on over. The bodyguard locks. He is an absolute god as Keen. Leap Strike's going to pick up the Ezreal, and KT have come alive.
Well, gotta be so careful about moving this far up when you have a Twisted Fate Jax collapse and you don't have vision of Keen.
Yeah, there is the Vault Breaker and the Cease and Desist as Willa gets over the wall. The Destiny has been popped. As now they're looking for Kyle. Ace in the hole comes forward as Keen locks down the kill. But now, Closer, he's going to get caught up one more time, straight into a Peacemaker. Oh dear, this Akali has been sorted out so far as the ulti to try and get Bertle out of there. But I just don't think it's going to be enough. But I am right now. As Envy also here, True Shot Barrage not available, and Cuz locks it down. There we go.
As well, so you didn't have to commit the teleport BDD.
This teleport is optimistic. They are going to be able to get there though. As Glacial Prison comes in, Keen happy to soak. Flank angle. Sakali is still very important, but hasn't really been able to get much done. Second, yeah.
Between the Vi, the Twisted Fate, the aiming damage, Lahen's CC.
The Cupcake Minefield, as Kane's going to get pulled back. Leap Strike not going to be enough. And Liiv SANDBOX, they get rid of the Jax.
And so the team fight that Liiv SANDBOX wanted to desperately take, they have to juggle with
at any given time.
I mean, he's been the most consistent player in this game. He has saved moments, and he has absolutely won them.
Yeah, that's the binding. It's going to connect onto the jungle at the opportune target, and aiming's going to lock down the kill. This cannot do wrong this game. He is just on a...
Can't flank against this Twisted Fate.
Nope.
No way to punish this.
Cuz could be in trouble, but no. Every ultimate except for the bottom lanes are going to be there for KT. As Bertle not going to stop this inhibitor from going down. The middle lane going to be the same story for KT. If they kill this Nexus, They're getting the most practice in as the Glacial Prison comes down, and now the team fight is going to come forward. Keen trying to fight this one out, is in the backline. The Cassante just evaporates. Keen goes golden as Closer will be taken out. And Keen still diving in. The double kill for the Jacks as these Nexus turrets not long. And KT gets some revenge. And you write it down right now.
I'm writing it down
You
right
put
now.
that tick
you know
in
I
the
am.
Lux
You know
column.
I am.
At Liiv SANDBOX, having an early game that kind of looked like they were heading in the right direction, right?
Yeah.
Like Closer had that 30 CS lead. That was amazing. But
BDD.
Keen obliterated Bertle, and Lahens owned the map.
BDD is Twisted Fate, so even behind, he's still going to do Twisted Fate things later. It's about his team being ahead, right? He had Rod of Ages, upgrades his ultimate fully. So much map control, and we're going to that game 3. Who knows how this wild ride is going to end?
Well, I think you do, Wolf, because you called it. You knew exactly.
Hello and welcome back to The Space. I am Valdez. With me is Chronicler, our guy who's in love with Liiv SANDBOX.